thanks for joining me on this panel right now because we're talking about the 20th of December 2012, where we marked the first ever online event for the Squirrly company. And it was one of the coolest things that we've ever done, and probably one of the biggest reasons why we've become so successful over time. So it was like a really big moment for our company and our team. It brought a lot of people together with us. It was very exciting. We've appeared in the media. We gave away lots of tickets. A lot of people have joined us at our office, and also so in person, and also they've joined us through the live stream that we've had. So it was a hybrid event. It had an offline and an online component, and that's when we actually released the beta version for Squirrly SEO. In the beginning, Squirrly SEO was just called Squirrly, and our idea was to build an incredible amount of marketing tools with digital assistance, guidance, and mentoring and motivation that would help website owners actually manage to get publicity for their websites from the web. So, from SEO, social media, doing content marketing, distributing that content, making email lists, and everything that somebody needs to do in order to manage and create buzz online so that everybody hears about their business and those businesses manage to get customers from the web. So it was really cool and it was a really big moment, and this presentation is all about that moment that started everything. After this event was over, we already had lots of beta testers that started testing the tool, offering us their feedback, and then when we launched a couple of months later, so I guess it was 20th of December, we did a first beta, and then this was the unofficial beta, this was the closed beta, then we did an open beta on January 2013, and then in February we started selling. So the first day on the market we had our first paid customers that were buying subscriptions for Squirrely SEO, and it was filled with excitement, and we couldn't have got there without this event. So this is like the biggest. I mean, we've done many cool events in our past as well, with price drops, with live streams. A lot of people have joined them, but I think that this one from the beginning was like the most dynamic one, and it was the one that had the most significance because we managed to get on a lot of media sites with our event. We've had an Eventbrite where over 300 people got their tickets and joined us live. We did lots of tweeting. We even had a Twitter account that was solely made for the purpose of the launch event. And we've appeared in many kinds of media, like even on Boston.com, we appeared because we were the angel investor backed company which launches a gamified SEO plugin for WordPress, and this really got a lot of attention. Now, because we were gamified, because we were squirrely, because we wanted to do something that was out of this world, we actually, one of the biggest things was Squirrely SEO is so easy to use, and you can optimize your content with Squirrely SEO and get perfect SEO for your content, and it's so easy that even a drunk man can pull it off. And that was the biggest hit for the event because everybody just wanted to see how can a drunk man type the content and make it SEO optimized. So how can they get perfect SEO? So this was the guy that we called in. He was our secret guest. He's a consultant on mobility projects in different big cities of the world, and he came and joined us for the event, and he got to optimize using the first version of Squirrely SEO that you see there on the slide share. That was a screenshot from what he was typing during the live event. And the idea was that our attendees for the event, the ones who got their tickets, they knew that they should ask questions. So let's see where I can find it. Yeah, so this is the launch teaser. I also mentioned it here on this link. And here we have Tudor. He's mentioning the fact that he enjoys typing content, and he never did it drunk, but he's gonna be up for the challenge and see if Squirrely can actually deliver on his promise of being the easiest to use. So, how did that go? Well, I guess you're gonna find out. A lot of people have found out, interestingly, that it actually works. And we've also had many guest speakers for the event, so that was also cool. And it was a big thing. So, we've had amazing speakers from the community, and we gave 50 beta invites during the event, as I said. So, we've had speakers for the event, and we had a special guest. Now, the idea is we've had these panelists, these amazing speakers. They were talking about different strategies for marketing. All of them were basically online entrepreneurs, so it really fit with our audience for the event. And they were speaking on many different topics, and the audience was supposed to ask questions. And with every single question that was asked, our guest had to take a shot. So you can see here, here's Tudor with the shot, and every time somebody asked a question on the live chat, he was supposed to instantly drink that up. And there were tons of questions. At a moment, I was like, is this safe for the guys? And that quite a bit too much. I mean, yeah. We didn't want to see him going to the hospital. We just wanted to see him optimize content using the Squirrely SEO Live Assistant. So that was all we actually wanted. Here on the screen you can see some of our materials that we've had prepared for the launch event. We actually went ahead and sold out, but then we gave some extra tickets because it was in super high demand, especially after we've reached a lot of journals in Germany, in the United States, and in Romania. Everybody wanted to join in on the event and want to see what was going on. And I guess they were really curious about all the topics around WordPress and the fact that we've made it so they could actually get the invitee, they could get him drunk. And at one point you could see that he was no longer acting right. So it was really interesting to see that he went onto the screen. It was live, so everything was completely live and everyone could see Tudor typing. And here was the screen that was projected on our office wall, and you could see exactly how he types and how he manages to follow all the instructions and get everything to green inside the Squirrely SEO Live Assistant. So with real-time feedback, with as you type advice, even in his current state, he could basically do it all and make perfect SEO content. So this was really cool, and this was a great moment in Squirrely history. We've had lots of materials prepared on our social media, on our emails, everywhere. So we've really organized it as a super big event. We were called after the event to write about it, which is why we've also made a slideshare. I'm happy we can still see it. And we were invited to different places to talk about how we launched it. And very soon, you're actually going to get access to a whole presentation, a whole course on Education Cloud Plus, on how we made all of that launch happen, and what we've learned at Squirrely about doing live events and doing in-person events or hybrid events or even just purely online events, how people should get tickets, how they should be emailed, and what your creative strategy is supposed to be in order to bring hundreds of people to your events and make like really, really great engagement so that everybody who comes to your events will want to know more and want to do more together with your business and with your entire team. So this is something that we're going to have on Education Cloud Plus, and it's going to be based on some of the things that I've talked to you about here in this panel. So I guess I got really excited about all of this, saying this after so many years. It was pretty phenomenal, and this is one of the things from our past. And if there's something that you can take, is that Squirrely SEO has always been very, very easy to use, and this was the coolest idea that we've ever had to show how easy it is for somebody to use it and to create perfect SEO content. And I'm just gonna show you some more pictures, but this has been a very important event. This has been the start of the Squirrely Company, and when asked why we chose to do it in December, to do the 10 years event of the Squirrely Company in December 2022, it's because the first event, the first really big event of Squirrely happened in 2012 just a few months after we had launched the company and received our investment. So we did that in September, and then in December we already had everything operational and it was ready for closed beta with 50 people. We've got tremendous feedback on it. We could make a really memorable launch event. So these were the setting stones, the things that really ensured our success, because after we've launched in just 9 months, with all the money from the investment that we've used, we became profitable after 9 months on the market. And that was like the biggest thing in the history of the Squirrly company, because our validation methods are so good. We could easily do that. We could pull it off, especially with this event. And then with the next steps that followed, the beta invitations, the open beta, and then the full launch. So in 9 months, we managed to get to profitability, and that meant that we no longer had to chase investors. We could just basically get money from our own community of paying customers. We offered better services to them, a better product, and they spend more money. They spend more money. We invested more in our technology, and as you can see, it's what led us to where we are today. We haven't taken on any outside investments since the first investment, because everything that was invested into the Squirrely company was done so by customers. And we have customers who have really paid a lot for the Squirrely experience. So they've purchased lots of products from us. They've purchased even some of our services. And I think they went on to spend over $100,000 on Squirrely company products. So there's a lot that's been going on, and we try to serve everyone as best as we can, from the person that spends $5 a month to the person that spends thousands each month. It's the same for us. We really want to make this as great as possible for entrepreneurs and help everyone bridge the gap of desolation and be successful online, because this is why we started the company and why we're still at it after so many years. So let's look at some of the photos from the event. You can see we had a lot of squirrels, even squirrel stickers. Some of our friends didn't want to get photographed. This was behind the scenes at the event. So this was happening before and after we had the live stream. These were our speakers. You can see they were super excited to start. And here is Tudor with his vodka. And yeah, so it was there was a really good vibe at the event. Everybody still remembers doing this, so this is fascinating. I met up with some of my friends. Some of the people have left the company. Some of the people who we still interact with, network with, and they still remember the event that we've done. And it's been phenomenal for me to know that it has had such an impact. Yeah, so this was really fun, and I really missed the first office that we've had. We've moved in 2014, and we started 2 offices, but this one was really cool, and I'm really happy that we could bring everyone together there. So yeah, you can see the screen, different screenshots. This was one of the first pieces of keyword research that we've had, and it was really cool. Alright, so there's a lot to see, and there's a lot of cake. So we had the squirrel cake. This was the first squirrel cake at Squirrely. At every company celebration, we have a squirrel cake, and sometimes they are actually shaped as squirrels, and they are made in the shape of a squirrel. Yeah, we do have some fun. Right. Cheers and thanks for watching. You can see more cool things from our history in the From the Vault section. So if you want, you can watch reruns. Watch reruns of The Gap of Desolation to find out more about us as a team, what's our mission, what we plan to do. Necessarily watch the presentation on awards and reviews from our customers. That's super important to know, because it completely validates everything that we are doing. And on Education Cloud Plus, if you have a free account, go there today, because you have access to all the courses inside Education Cloud Plus for 2 days only, so only for the duration of the event. And you can check out my validation workshop. My validation workshop is the reason why we've been so successful in the beginning with Squirrely SEO. So if you've ever wanted to validate any kind of product, software product, informational product, or a service, then look at my validation course, it's the success behind 29 validations that we've done with this team at the Squirrly company.